just putting out a quick tweet to make sure that people know that we're live. Cool. So, hello everybody. I see that we've got one person watching so far. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, that's not what I want. I still want... Okay, we're gonna have to do that. Sorry. I haven't streamed in a little while, so making sure that I have everything set up properly is a bit of a pain. Yeah, that's where I want it. Okay. Anyway. So, thank you so much for coming out, guys. We're going to be streaming That Dragon Cancer. This is kicking off my Extra Life fundraising campaign for 2020. And, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful game that's very fitting of fundraising for a children's hospital. Essentially, the gist of it, and we're going to find out here in a little bit, is that the developer finds out that their son has cancer, and just kind of dealing with all of that. The reason we're streaming this today, in addition to fundraising for the Stollery, is that today would have been the birthday of a dear friend of mine. His name was Dustin Campbell, who unfortunately passed away from cancer himself when he was 22. So, in memory of Dustin and in honor of his birthday, we're going to be playing this game. There's a very solid chance that I'm going to cry, but it's okay. So, I've got my coffee, I've got my stream, got the chat. I think we're good. All right.
Don't touch the birds. No. Don't touch the birds. No, the birds. Yeah. Okay. Did you see that one almost bit him? No.
Thank you.
Good
Thanks
job,
for coming up to watch the stream.
Well, Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here you go, Joel. Here's a piece. Okay, no, you throw it.
Sorry, reading the chat.
You're almost 5, right?
Yeah.
Pay attention to this. Is gonna be hard to multitask.
But he can't talk.
It's true.
Yeah.
You always can talk.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't Joel?
Well, Joel got sick right after he turned 1.
Kind of slowed him down a little bit, buddy.
Yeah. So he's just slower than most kids. I think eventually he'll catch up.
You think Joel will read?
Yeah, I think Joel will read eventually.
Oh, I was like, of course. It's just the way. Because, you know.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a boy. What? But he's a baby. He's a boy baby.
Yep, he's a boy baby. That's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
He's eating, laughing.
Yeah.
What did it making him laugh?
You are good at making him laugh. Why? How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. It's really funny when you fall down.
He's good at doing us what he loves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I first became aware of this game watching a live streamer play it. I think it was Jacksepticeye, actually. And I fell in love with it. It's a beautiful game. And, yeah, I just think
What
it's
does Joel love?
I think it's a perfect way to kind of
Wawa.
kick off.
In cups, bathtubs, and the warm, wet tongues and the cool fur of Das. Maybe the sweet moors of daily affection, and bye-byes, and blown kisses, and more. Oh, always more. His full list of words. So few.
Just gonna quickly, I'm gonna turn down the sensitivity here a little bit. Just a touch. There we go. Okay, that's marginally better. Let's go this way. I've intentionally not watched a stream of this or played it in a long time.
But very soon.
Because it usually makes me
Do you think they know? Can they sense it?
None of them know.
No one ever realizes how short the time is.
increase my mic volume for sure. Is that a little bit better? Mic up, game audio down. Okay, let me know if that's a little better for you. Okay, awesome. No problem. Sorry about that. Like I said, I haven't streamed since last game day, so settings are a little weird and I'm in a different place, and yeah. I don't stream enough. Well, depends on if you like watching my streams, I guess, but yeah.
You won't understand.
They will in time.
You don't know that.
Is the PC working? The PC's working great. Yeah, having no issues with it. That link that they just shared is not accurate. You have to change the 2019 to 2020. Sorry, I didn't have a chance to do it before, but yeah, no, the PC's working great. No issues. I recently upgraded my CPU and my GPU, so
What's pain without a word?
yeah.
What is hope without a word for it? Who is God? What is joy?
Hey Walker, how's it going, man? Oh, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the donation. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. Holy crap. Sorry, I'm gonna pull up my my fundraising page here on my phone so that I can have it side by side, just real quick here. But wow, thank you so much. I can't see how much, so there may be a second round of thank yous very shortly here. But I'm so professional. Wow, how do I not do this full time? No way. Holy crap, man. Dude, thank you so much. Holy crap. Walker, you're insane, man. Holy... Dude, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Holy... sorry, I'm trying really hard not to swear on stream here. Dude, thank you so much. That's... Yeah, Dog Daytona gets it 100%. I try not to swear on streams, but holy shit. Dude, thank you. That's absolutely remarkable. You are an incredibly generous person, and as much as your generosity means to me, I know that it means so much more to the families and kids there. Holy. Wow. I didn't think I was gonna start crying like this early. I definitely thought that was gonna be later. But wow, man. Thank you so much. Jeez. Sorry, I'm trying to get logged into my Extra Life account for my phone. It's being a butthead. Holy crap. Okay, so that puts us at... Yeah, that puts me past my first milestone. Which, for people who weren't aware, I have to now go get my belly button pierced. 820 US dollars in Canadian is 1,100, according to my translation here, or my conversion. There we go. Dude, thank you. Holy crap. That's remarkable. Thank you. I have to keep playing, otherwise I'm just gonna sit here and like thank you forever. But wow.
Who am I to him? Dada.
Let's give Jill a kiss.
Give me a little kiss.
Ready,
Can you give Zoe a kiss?
set,
Zoe kisses.
go! You say hi, Zoe. Now give Jill a kiss. Are you ready? Set,
Do it again.
go! Let's give Jill a kiss.
Give me a little kiss.
Ready?
Alright.
Give Zoe a kiss.
Sorry, I'm still like in shock from that. Holy crap.
You say hi.
I love the art style of this game. Like, it's just so pretty. let's go to the slide.
Okay, Joel. Ready? Set. Go. Ready? Hey babe, just got done at the doctor. Now they think that maybe he's throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux. So they gave me a medication and we can give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it at least 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but you always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So I guess we'll just give this a try, and I don't know, I'll tell you more about it when you get home.
Okay, before we move on, gotta push Joel on the swing. Alright, let's go cross the bridge over here.
I was telling Caleb that Joel's doing really well.
Fear is cancer's preservative, cancer's embalming oil. And you, O accuser, are fear's oil salesman. You're a snake, a serpent, a dragon with snuffed out coal on his breath, molting, talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin.
Once we get to a good pausing point, I'll talk for a little bit.
Hey, do you want to rock?
Okay. So for people who are just jumping in, this game is That Dragon Cancer, and it's based on the true story of the developer, whose basically infant son was diagnosed with cancer. And we're playing it today as a way to kind of kick off my fundraising campaign for the Stollery Children's Hospital here in Edmonton, as part of Extra Life. So basically how this works is I collect donations, such as the incredibly generous donation from Walker here. And then all that money goes towards the Stollery Children's Hospital. And then in November, me and all the other participants get together and we do a 24-hour gaming marathon with kids from the Stollery and representatives from the Stollery, and try to raise as much money as possible. Another reason why we're playing this game on this day in particular is that today is would have been the birthday of a dear friend of mine named Dustin Campbell, who passed away from cancer when he was 22. Very good friend of mine, and somebody who I looked up to a lot and still do look up to him a lot. Oh, you were at the 2018 event? Awesome. Cool. You should totally come out to the 2021. It's going to be even better. But yeah, so we're playing this day as kind of a happy birthday to Dustin, Dustin was one of the best people I've ever known. We met through Taekwondo, and in Taekwondo we have what are called the tenets, which are qualities that we think everybody that is in Taekwondo should aspire to have. Honor, discipline, humility, patience, charity, discernment, and perseverance. And Dustin had all of them, and he was my hero. So this is a happy birthday to him, as well as a good fundraiser kickoff for sick kids today. So
Hey babe, I was just thinking, do you ever think maybe Joel can hear better than he's supposed to be able to? Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
So, for anybody who hasn't been in the Stollery, the hospital itself, this is something that the Stollery sets up really, really well. In a lot of just kind of regular general population hospitals, they set up, it's your typical beds, and parents have to sit in a chair or something like that. The Stollery has things like this so that they can lie down and be in bed next to their kid, and kind of be able to sleep beside each other so they can comfort each other. And your kids went off all the time. Had to silence a little lot. That's awful, man. I'm really sorry. I'm fortunate in that I've never had to be in a Stollery as a patient. My wife, when she was young, was in the Stollery quite a bit because she had a heart condition. Her cousin also had a brain tumor and unfortunately passed away, and spent a lot of time in the Stollery. My sister-in-law's been in the Stollery. I'm also, people who don't know, I'm a teacher, high school and junior high, and a lot of kids that I teach have been in there. Taekwondo, I teach a lot as well. There's a lot of kids that have been through there, so. Yeah. Put them up. my kid. That's awful that you and your kid have had to be in there for so long. But I'm really grateful that you were able to be in somewhere like the Stollery, somewhere that's kind of specialized and is able to give you kind of that top level support. Yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to be dodging. Okay. Sorry, like I said, I haven't played this game in a really long time, so I forget a lot of this stuff. But no, I am glad that you and your son were able to get, or sorry, your child. I don't know if it's a son, but that you and your child were able to get kind of that top level support. That's gonna pop one. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh, hey. I just wanted to take a shower. Is that okay? Are you okay with Joel? Okay, thanks.
Oh god, I lost him. Okay. So, this is something else that the Stollery gets to provide for kids and patients is that
What's this? What's this one?
is that the basically, so the way it works, and I gotta have a tour of the Stollery, so I know that's how I know a lot of this stuff, is that like the government here in Alberta and Canada gives basically enough funding to reach like an acceptable standard of care, and then all the donations that the Stollery gets are what allow them to kind of extend that and give kind of the like a standard of excellence. So things like, you know, therapy dogs and there's like music therapy and stuff like that. That all comes from your guys' donations. So yeah, so the Stollery does have, you know, therapy dogs and stuff that they can allow kids to have access to. Is that just going to put me back into the same thing? I think it might. But yeah, that's all comes directly from your fundraising and your generosity. So. Sorry, I'm not talking much. This stuff makes me kind of emotional. Thanks. I don't know why it didn't.
Hey, I'm cleaning up eggs again. A dozen eggs on the kitchen floor again. So we have to get a new lock for the fridge. Ugh, it's so hard to clean up eggs from the floor. Like, they just spread around and they don't come clean no matter what you do. So, I was just so frustrated, but you should have seen them together. They were so proud of themselves. Joel and Elijah just sitting there with their eggs. Isaac said he thinks they want to be cookers. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye.
Sorry, I don't know why that got me. Sorry, just... Yeah. Just thinking about all the kids that have to deal with this kind of stuff and don't get a chance to be real kids, you know? It's just stuff. We have to make sure we look at the pictures of the dogs, otherwise my wife will be mad at me. Yeah. No, thank you for supporting. Oh, wrong way. Eleven again.
Hey honey, we're on our way home from the hospital now. So if you wanted to preheat the oven starting in about 30 minutes, that would work and we could throw in that lasagna. Do you know how they celebrate off-treatment day, like when kids are done with their treatments? I guess maybe you don't because you're not in the clinic as much as I am, but on someone's last day, they always bring them a cake and they sing happy off therapy day to you. Anyway, that happened today. I mean, it happens a lot, but today I cried. I just wanted that day so bad, you know? I just, like, we're not ever gonna get that day. If he's better, we won't know that he's better. We don't get a day. Anyway, okay, call me if you can. Like, there's probably traffic, so I could talk on my way home. Alright, bye.
Sorry, I just need a second. And now for something completely different, I guess. So in case you didn't notice, the timer is going up instead of down, and it's counting dates.
How long is it going to be before we can have some answers? Did anyone ask the doctor?
Okay, is it just the doctor on call or is this our doctor? Well, because the on-call doctor is just a resident.
Is there a way we can talk to our doctor? It just seemed like yesterday in clinic they were going to let us go. I just want to know what the plan is.
Who canceled the treatment?
Isn't it dangerous for him not to get it? I thought he needed that.
I know you're just doing it for your sake, but can I just talk to the doctor that ordered it?
Now I can walk. All right. There's a lot of Phoenix pictures here. There was a couple that we didn't get a chance to look at. But, okay. Sorry, I'm sure this isn't the most fun stream to watch, but I don't know. I felt like it was important. And hey, you gotta watch me cry, and we're not even done yet.
Hey, it's you again. I love you, my friend. This is my favorite game. Do you want to see? Watch how I started. You touch it right here, then the big lion comes. I'm not a scary lion. It's so loud. I can roar just like him. Yeah, hear me roar? Why? Don't be afraid. You might want to cover your ears. Here comes the animals. Pterosaurs is my favorite.
Thanks. these like line the hallways, so we probably won't read all of them, but we'll read all the ones in here. Just give me a second.
This terrible routine. Watching you, waiting for you to wake, hoping you will never remember these days of illness and treatment. One day, I'll bring you here, show you your tiny handprints on the wall, and you'll be annoyed that we all think of you as some big miracle. Cancer will be such a small part of all you could grow to be. You will tire of hearing about it. You won't want to see the cards and notes I saved. And I won't mind at all. I'll hold the memories of this hard day. You just leave it behind.
This is why we can't read all of them, as much as I would like to. I used to have one of these.
Farmer Bill makes the pigs bacon for breakfast. Farmer Bill rides the cows to the store for milk. The horses invented a new scripting language called Equiscript. Those mischievous pigs are napping on Farmer Bill's couch. Farmer Bill owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Farmer Bill separates the sheep from the goats. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to town.
Okay, now I can't do anything.
I'm sorry, guys. It's not good. Has had a recurrence.
No. Size matters. If I know how big it is, I can face it. I can size it up.
And it's quite small at this point, but unfortunately the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy.
I guess I have imagined it.
With an ATR team,
I've imagined it a lot, but not like this.
It is
It's
fatal.
different. I thought I would sob uncontrollably or puke just right on the floor.
We've already thrown all the
I thought I'd
chemotherapy
shake
we
or
have.
wail or something.
We can't continue to give him chemotherapy.
Guess
that
this
he's
is shock.
resistant to.
Tragedy, he said. That's right. That's the perfect word for this. It's a tragedy. I wonder if he says that every time. He's crying a little. I love him for that. He's not callous, he's genuinely sad. She is too.
So there just aren't any treatment options that are curative.
We're very good at end-of-life care. We're very good at managing the pain and masking symptoms at the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
Prediction time again. No matter what I say, they'll wish it was longer. But sometimes longer is worse. A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
Is Nick crying?
How long are we talking about?
How am I gonna hold it together now?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months.
I don't know if they say anything different the second time around.
Science, it's simpler. Measurable. I give A,
B,
B, and subtract C, and I get this result, and I can do something to control it. Or at least have the sense that I'm controlling it. But now all we have left is a miracle. And miracles are fickle. They don't always come, and we don't always know why. What if Joel's miracle doesn't come? I hope he lives. I've always hoped. Now I can't do anything but hope. Oh, radiation. At least we can do something. Hope doesn't require signing papers or driving to hospitals or holding Joel in my lap. Hope is for something someone else has to do for us. And when doctors can't, invisible Jesus must.
We're so sorry.
Oh, God, I do not want a replacement baby. If that was your plan, I am not on board. I don't want some new baby to help me move on. I would not have chosen it. Oh, God. Joel has to live, or I will not love this baby.
You're welcome. I'm sorry, guys. It's not good.
TMI?
They've always been clear. Joel's had a recurrence of his tumor. Well, where is it? How big is it? Well, it's in the frontal cortex, and it's quite small at this point. But unfortunately, the size isn't terribly important. Any recurrence means the chemotherapy has failed. This is a tragedy. With an HDRT, as soon as you have a recurrence of any kind, it is fatal. It is only a matter of time before it spreads to several locations. We have already thrown all the chemotherapy we have at it. We've been giving you the chemotherapy that we know is resistant to. So there just aren't any treatment options that are cure.
We're very good at the end of life care. We're very good at managing pain and masking symptoms. At the end of life.
How long are we talking about?
A few weeks to maybe 4 months. We've given you a
I can't imagine what that's like. So for anybody who might just be jumping in, welcome. This probably won't be a fun stream. This is That Dragon Cancer. It's a beautiful game that follows a family dealing with their young son developing cancer, and we're playing it today to kind of kick off our my Extra Life fundraiser in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital. If you would like to donate, please do. I would really, really appreciate it. The link is somewhere in the chat or below if you're below the video if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're watching on my fundraising page, it's right there. We're also playing this today because today would have been the birthday of a good friend of mine who passed away from cancer when he was 22, and his name was Dustin, and he's a great person, and yeah. So.
I have so many things stirring around in my spirit that I have to write to settle myself and find God's wisdom in the midst of chaos. I'm scared I won't be strong enough to face the things we might have to face in the coming weeks and months. But then I remember how much grace God gave us to walk out everything we've already faced. I've never felt completely overwhelmed, and I've never felt alone. So no matter what comes next, and I truly cannot even begin to guess how this will go, I know we will be cared. I want to shout out, look what God is about to do. Watch how he delivers Joel. And at the same time, I want to roll up in a silent ball and wait it out with fear and trembling, so aware of all my doubt, but yet convinced that my doubt is insignificant compared to God.
My Apple Watch just told me that I should probably take some time to do some breathing.
So, how long will we be in California?
I don't actually know
know, that's kind of why we're packing up everything, is because if the travel goes
hydrate,
really
yeah.
well, then maybe we'll stay in California for a really long time. Like, as long as it keeps helping Joel, then we want to stay and do the best we can for him and stay there where he's getting help. But if the medicine starts to not work, as soon as it's not helping him, I promise we'll come back home.
Are we going to Disneyland?
Yeah. What do you think, Kaylin? You've been feeding for so long?
I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of not. I mean, I think it'll be fun, but I just don't like missing school.
Oh, yeah?
You're the only 8-year-old to ever. That's amazing.
I hate to miss school, huh? But, like, why?
Well, I just hate having all that homework for that.
Sorry, I have friends who are watching and are texting me and just giving their support. So, a couple of them telling me they can't keep watching because I'm gonna make them cry.
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. You know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor? I seriously feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life, and I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents and supernatural miracles. I envy her.
Hop in bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Sure.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight, and he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Because of his tumor?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
So
I ducked.
much fire, you guys.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave
Oh.
Sir Joel, with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability, was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Yeah, it's kind of like help. You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home, and they can quit fighting for a while. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
That's a terrible sound.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest. And it seems like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
That dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. The baby can't kill a dragon. But that's the best part of the story. God fights for Joel. Fights that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Well, what about Tim from church, Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have grace?
Of course, God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave and so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. We know that Tim's in heaven and that he's with God and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was grace. Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning.
Well, you're missing your oars. And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you once did.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this. Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
I can't imagine how difficult something like this would be for families. Just, yeah. Hey, hydrate.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall. Better than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl.
Oh, the arcade machine from before.
Blue. Purple. The ocean, maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears. He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Oh, don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. I hate this room. I didn't used to. For a moment, it was an adventure. I was cast as the compassionate and caring father, holed up with his fragile son in a small cleft in the rocks. The storm raging, waves ripping at the sharp black rocks below, and enveloped in my arms, he feels safe, and I am holding him firmly, trying not to slip. Because if you hold tight enough, nothing will take him. Right? Here we go, bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying. Hungry. I wonder if he's hungry. He's Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it. He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice.
Same.
And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. Don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Okay, buddy, okay. I'll hold you. Oh, Joel Bug, you look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop. I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat, and a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm. Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was going to just let them die. So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose.
He loves Joe so much. Oh, he loves Joe. Goodbye.
But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus? And could my soul stranded on this blue raft awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy? Even while Jesus wept for Lazarus. 5 minutes later, he raised Lazarus from the dead.
I'm sorry. I should have known we'd both end up in the same place. We always do. It just scares me every time. I just really believe he'll be healed. I know you believe too, just when you act like that, I get all unsure.
I don't know that.
What do you mean?
I just hope that. I don't know.
I'm not a religious person personally, but I totally get that feeling of like insignificance, as he puts it. You know, the feeling that, you know, while everyone's saying like, hey, everything's going to be fine, the feeling of like, well, why should it be for me? You know, why do I matter enough that everything's going to be okay? And if things aren't okay, is anybody really going to care? I totally understand that feeling.
Lord, rise up. I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
Lord, rise up.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Lord, have mercy on us.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him.
I have no idea if what I'm doing is right.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him. Lord, rise up. My God, come
let
save
this boy's life return to him.
I will not let you go unless you bless him.
Because he is weak.
Lord, rise up.
I'm
My
lost.
God, come save him.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Lord, rise up. My God, come save him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. I will not let you go unless you bless him. Lord, rise up.
Oh, Lord, my God, let this
come
boy's life
save him.
return to him.
Whatever I did, apparently I did it right, so.
He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
Another phoenix.
So here we are. And the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent. And so also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence and long for the music to start again and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving and Joel would be laughing here on earth, and not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well. and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, we grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
So Joel passed away. Just like Dustin did. Thanks, guys.
I remember you. You made it too. I'm glad you're here. I love it here. I bet you would like it too. Look at all these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. A big one is for me. A little one is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name it. Banjo. Whoa, Bubbles? Mandy's down to catch a bubble. He likes to bite him. I love Bubbles. Look, I can catch one. I want more Bubbles. I love the bubbles. Come here, Andrew. Have another pancake. I can eat whatever I want. I never fall.
Rest in peace, Joel. So all those voices were actually the family members. Patron Saint Bernard, it's the family dog. So while it's scrolling through all these guys, all the Kickstarter backers, yeah, so that's that Dragon Cancer. It's a beautiful game, and I know there's a lot of like heavy religious themes in it, but even if you're not religious, I think that you can really connect with a lot of it. Like I said, I'm not religious, and a lot of it hits home to me, obviously, as I am the mess that I am. Yeah, so I think this really speaks to the experiences of a lot of people in that have gone through the Stollery and other Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and even the kids like Joel that maybe don't make it. The donations that people give and the money and support that they give to these hospitals helps make sure that the ends of their lives are as comfortable and as good as they possibly can be for the kids and for the families. So thank you everybody who donates and has donated, and thank you to Walker for your incredibly generous donation today. Yeah, so thank you to everybody that supports them, because you guys really do make a difference for kids and for families. And like I said at the beginning, I know that it means a lot to those people, but it also means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me cry and be kind of a mess. If you would like to, if you're watching and you haven't donated and you would like to, feel free to follow the donation link. I'll put it in the chat right now, but if you're watching on Twitch, there's a link below. But yeah, so every dollar makes a huge difference for those kids and for their families. So thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm going to be doing fundraising for the next little while. Yeah, basically until November when we do game day. So thank you guys again, and I'm going to sign off here and go get cleaned up and probably just curl up on the couch in a blanket and cry for a little while. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you again to Walker for the just insane donation. Thank you so much, man. Really, yeah, just thank you. And yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend. Hug your loved ones a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out what jewel I want in my belly button for Walker putting us over the edge for that one. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much, and yeah, all right.